Welcome back, you teasters. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Flavor Tea Podcast. On today's episode, we ask you guys what you want to chat about. So we're going to answer a few questions. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. And of course, we also have to keep it fun, but our segment includes food this time. When is it not fun when there's food involved? So stay tuned. It's about to get flavored. Literally. Smile, you're on camera.
Just gotta make sure it records.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Flavor Tea Podcast. Ellie Beth Aquino speaking. Who are you?
I'm Austin. How long has it been since
It's been a few weeks.
Recorded?
It's been a few weeks. And honestly, it hasn't been too crazy for me, to be honest. It kind of calmed down a bit.
Yeah.
But I just
been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
What do you mean?
I feel like things are just aligning for me, but they're not.
Like
so it's just like a weird, like a wave. Like a little wave. You know, whenever you go scuba diving, like in the deep ocean, and
I've
it's
never
like,
been scuba diving in the deep ocean.
Did you know one time I did, and I had an anxiety attack?
Like where you're in the ocean?
A panic attack, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I was having a panic attack.
It's a bad spot to have a panic attack.
But then
Right
right after that, I went scuba diving, so it was kind of like, why were you freaking out? Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I saw a shark. I swam with a shark. But apparently, according to the scuba diver, the instructor, he said it didn't bite. So I don't know if he was just trying not to make me freak out or if it was a non-biteless shark. Hey, this is random. Did you know that a volcano erupted? I forgot where exactly in the ocean. But
doesn't that usually mean like a tsunami is going to happen somewhere?
Well, maybe.
Or like
Actually, I should probably look it up before I say anything, because people are going to be like,
give the people
this
false
girl
information.
Fake news.
Yeah.
Austin,
What?
how have you been?
Been pretty good. Same. Been busy, but in a good way.
I feel like you're always busy, fam.
Yeah, well, we always try to not waste time. We actually planned to record like 2 weeks ago, and then it didn't happen. And then we were like, oh, we'll do it next week. And then it didn't happen again.
Was it my fault?
I think it was both of our faults. I think one night we were supposed to record, but you never brought it up, and I didn't feel like recording because I was tired, so I didn't bring it up either. And then you just left it at that. So both of our
But we're here
faults.
today.
Yep.
We're living in the moment. We're limitless this week.
Ooh, speaking of limitless, I went to Cycle Bar
He
2
finally
days
went.
ago. No, I go pretty often, and
He's gone twice.
I've been
Don't lie
like
to the
5
people.
times. Placed 35th out of 35th. It's
Okay, but I asked him. I was like, "Did you actually keep up with like the gear and the speed?" He's like, "No."
No,
So it makes
I was just
sense.
kind of trying to be comfortable, and well, we were getting ready to work out legs after class, so I didn't want to burn my legs out.
What was my excuse?
Well, you're the instructor; you have to kind of go hard because you set the tempo. So
I was freaking sweating.
yeah, but it was good.
It was good. It was a good little sweat sesh.
And Ellie talked about being limitless, so
Oh yeah, I did talk about being limitless this week.
Yeah,
So that's the mindset. We're just being limitless, free
I
falling.
agree. Good
Can we
mindset.
free fall into these cookies because
Yeah,
they've
you want
been
to go into
calling
it
my
right
name.
now?
Guys, we got some Crumbl cookies, and I've been seeing this on Instagram, so I decided that
You've never
we're
had
going to
Crumbl?
record- No, I have.
Oh, okay.
But people will try them out and rate them.
Yeah,
So that's what we're going to do today.
yeah. And we were also thinking about doing kind of like, should we say it now?
What?
About the new segment we had an idea? Or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
throw it
we
out
had an
there.
idea because Ellie was like, we're going to try these cookies today and rate them. And I was like, what if we did like an item or something that, you know, people are like, you should try this and let us know what you think, because a lot of times people want to try stuff, but they don't have time. So why not, you know, let us do it and just give you
on the
feedback.
next episode,
We'll put like a post out and say,
yes,
you know, what do you
and
like?
you guys could tell us what to try, and we'll go buy it and try it.
Yeah, but this
This is
week it's
kinda
Crumbl
scary.
cookies. Can I open it?
Y'all better not make us eat some weird, wild things. Someone took a bite of our cookie already.
It's probably
How
you.
dare they?
Yeah.
That was me. Okay, the first one. Oh, I should probably pull them up. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Do you like
How many?
cookies?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How many calories is in each one?
Do you really care?
I mean,
Right
it's
now?
only Tuesday. Can't cheat too bad.
Okay, well,
I love Brahms cookies. Those are my favorite.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever
Snickerdoodle,
had
peanut
Brahms
butter.
cookies.
Brahms cookies are so good.
okay. So we
The first
have On the far left, we have cookie dough.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have white fudge brownie. Then we have donut, pink donut. And then last but not least, we have s'mores.
Nice.
Okay, let's dig in.
About to be gas.
Let's try this first one. Which one was this?
The first one is the cookie.
Dough.
No, go down more.
Yeah, the cookie dough.
It's the
It's
cookie dough. Yeah, you first.
Ooh, I'm excited. I love Crumbl cookies. I love cookies in general. Oh, gosh.
Get one of those cookie dough chips and put it on it, too, because that's the whole point. Yep.
Okay.
And just get a little piece here because we don't want to overdo it.
I'm going to have a sugar high and I'm not going to be able to sleep. Okay, first step, cookie dough.
Okay.
Cheers. Awesome!
That's actually really good.
It honestly kind of bugs me that you're chewing it right next to the mic.
When you mute it, you gotta give people the real effects. I keep muting my mic. That's really good. Out of 5 or out of 10?
What would you rate it on a scale of 1 through 10?
I'd probably give it like an 8. If it was a little bit sweeter, I'd give it a 10.
Honestly,
It's not.
I think it's like the perfect amount of sweetness. But
It's good. Yeah, it's good.
let me give it
It's soft.
another bite.
I'm loving this episode already. This is great.
It's pretty sweet, huh?
No, it's good.
I get it. I would rate it an 8. I would rate it an 8.
Yeah, an 8. If it had
good.
a little bit more sweetness, what I really like in a cookie too, I love when the edges are crispy but the middle is soft. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I think you've made cookies before and it's been like that where it's like on the edges it's crispy, but as you go in the middle it's soft. If it was that, oh my god, it'd be.
Honestly, I really like that one.
But that's gas,
That
so
one's
that's good.
Okay, the next one is the walnut fudge brownie.
Okay. You were gonna get what was the other one you were gonna get other than this? The
Oh.
lemon.
Yeah, the lemon
I'm not a big
zest or
fan. You gotta get
something.
the. Oh, I guess.
No,
yeah.
it's fine.
Okay.
I'm not too much of a fan of
Well,
chocolate.
that's the whole point is to get it on it.
I know, but okay.
Ready?
The walnut fudge brownie.
Oh yeah. Why do you mute my mic?
I don't want you to chew in the camera.
That's a banger. That's good.
Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of like fudge cookies, but it's not too rich.
Yeah, let me
so I would rate it a 7.5. Right? What would you rate it? You're
That's,
really liking these cookies.
That's Yeah, I like the cookie dough better. I give that one like a 6. Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say? 7.5?
That's 7.5.
Okay.
All right, what's the next one?
Sorry, in the middle of chewing. The next one is a pink donut.
All right, go ahead.
It's cute. Here we go.
Not bad. Keep muting my mic. That's good. I would take that one over the chocolate one.
Really?
Yeah, I really like it has like a, I don't know, tastes almost like kind of like a snickerdoodle. That's good though. Cookie dough's still my favorite. I'd give that one. That one's kind of close to 6. They're both about the same. Cookie dough has the 8 though. This is my favorite one so far.
I kind of want to take my rating for the fudge one back.
What are you gonna give the fudge one? Lower or higher?
A 7.
What do you give that one? A 6?
A 6.5.
They're both. Oh my god, like it makes a difference. Just
It
say
does.
6 or 7. They're both about the same. I'd give both of them a 6.
Okay, last one.
What's the last one? The s'more?
The s'mores.
All right. Grab a piece and make sure you dip it in that marshmallow because that's the whole point.
We also have an oat milk.
I haven't
Here
drank.
with
Oh
oat
yeah, I
milk.
haven't even drank it yet.
Austin made a face for my oat milk.
Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, this is.
Already, it's
That's
a
not
bad
gonna work
start.
out.
It's a bad start already.
That's not gonna work out. Oh my.
All right, I guess that works.
Okay, it's nice and stretchy. The reason it's stretchy is because it's like
It's a
s'more.
marshmallow, yeah.
S'mores.
S'more.
Here it goes.
All right,
Nothing. Thank you, Ashton.
That one literally tastes the same as this one. It's the same base, I feel like. Same thing, 6.
Honestly, I really like this one. I like plain cookies. I don't like too much going on.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rate this one an 8. What?
That's not bad. I mean, they're all good. Don't get me wrong. I got your tape a little dirty. I'm sorry. They're all good. Don't get me wrong. I think the cookie dough one is really good. I think when you add that those cookie dough chips, it gives it a whole nother dimension.
Okay, so for me, it's the cookie dough, the s'mores, the walnut fudge, and then the donut.
Yeah, for me, it's the cookie dough, and then the rest are all about the same. 6s.
Well, that's lame rating.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. That was good.
I would go. It literally goes cookie dough, the cookie dough, and the walnut is probably my favorites, and the other two they're okay. They're good though. They're all good quality.
Alondra Boo, do you want some?
Yeah, no, give her one. Give her some pieces.
Austin's girlfriend is here. And I feel like she's probably like, I want some cookies. Come get some.
Don't put my business out there. I like to have a private life.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. No, I want some more cookie though.
Those are good. So
Those were good.
So next week we'll do or not next week, whenever we record
Ooh,
again.
we should do insomnia cookies next time.
Those are mid.
Ooh. Which ones do you like better?
Crumble's good.
You don't like insomnia?
I feel like they're overrated.
What?
Yeah.
I feel like these are overrated.
Crumbl? No, they're. How much did you pay for this box of 4?
I don't know, like $15, including tip.
You tipped them?
Yes? Are you
What?
not supposed to? It's their
Why?
service.
What do they do for you?
They prepare my cookie.
We all have different opinions. I've always tipped when you go like get a server, but I never understood like. I understand it's a courtesy, but there's sometimes like, for example, when you go to Fuzzy's, and like you order and they just ring your order in, and there's like a tip jar right in front of you.
Okay, well, technically, it's like Texas Roadhouse when they prepare your food.
No, you're tipping the servers. What do you mean?
Texas Roadhouse, if you do a carryout, you still tip.
Well, that's different though.
Why?
The tip, well, unless the tip is going to like the kitchen staff too, but I feel like the tip literally only goes to front of house people. I think that's how it honestly works. That's understandable because the to-go person's doing a lot more. They're prepping your salt. That's different. But at Fuzzy's, everyone has a set job. You got the people that ring it in. You got the people that bust. You got the people that just plate it on the tray. I don't think the tip goes to the back of the house, kitchen cook people.
It asks for a tip, so I tip them.
That's fine.
I mean, they probably need it. Not like everyone needs it. No. Like everyone needs a tip.
Oh my God.
Okay,
What are you
no. No, I meant like everyone needs a tip. Like the more money, the merrier, right?
No, you know. No,
Okay, stop.
That's kind of mean, but.
Oh my God, stop. Anyways, you guys, go get your Crumbl cookies.
Yeah, that's good. That's not bad.
Before, I'm gonna probably devour mine because I just love cookies.
Yeah, cookies
Here.
are good. Go to Brahms. They got cheap, good cookies too.
Really? McDonald's has good cookies.
McDonald's does have good cookies. 3 for $1. You can't.
They have good coffee too.
McDonald's, yeah. I used to get like a large caramel iced coffee, extra shot of caramel.
I just like the regular, just regular coffee.
We got to get back on topic. What are we talking
Okay.
about today?
Today, we are talking about, well, we asked you guys what were some random questions, and we picked 2 just for the sake of time and making sure that we don't go above and beyond. The first question, do you believe that everyone has a soulmate in terms of a romantic partner? Interesting. Austin, you go first.
No, you go first.
Why?
Because I already told you my answer.
Well, you didn't tell them.
Yeah.
I'm eating my cookie.
I said Well, I think we have the same opinion too, because you kind of agreed. But I think that some people are honestly, as sad as it sounds, meant to be alone, because I feel like that's how they work best, or that's how they function best. So, in a sense, obviously, the people that are meant to be with someone, I feel like maybe there is. I wouldn't say a soulmate, but I would say there's someone that. I would say, I don't know. I would say for the people that do have a soulmate, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a soulmate. I think it's a specific person who acts a certain way, or so there can be multiples, I feel like. So everyone has their own type that they click with, and obviously it's trial and error. You got to date to figure out what you like, what you don't like, and after some people get lucky on the first one, and that's great, but I feel like I wouldn't necessarily call it a soulmate. I would call it more of just, like a type.
I think I agree with the multiple ones.
Yeah.
I don't always think that there's just one, but I think of soulmates of just like a person that you click with. Mm-hmm. So yes, in a romantic way, but then also in a friendship way.
Oh no, 100%. Yeah.
But in the romantic way, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you can have one that you click with, and then you just live life.
Well, the thing is, I'm sure there's multiple, but it's very hard, obviously, to find multiple in the same area that you are. Therefore, when you find that one, you're lucky, because it's hard. They're hard to come across, is what I want to say. It's rare.
And then sometimes it doesn't work out. That soulmate that you want doesn't work out.
What do you mean? Well, if it's your soulmate, how does it not work out?
It just doesn't work out. It doesn't. I feel like, and I also feel like, okay, kind of going based off that comment earlier that you said that some people are just meant to be by themselves.
Yeah, I think so. I think some people that's how they work best, and that's literally how. I agree.
I think some people do.
That's how they thrive. They work as a one-man band.
And they choose. I feel like when you get into a relationship, you choose to be in that relationship, because obviously people change. You can't expect someone to be the same every single day.
Yeah.
Or for 3 years, people change. So you're choosing to love that person and be with them. So some people just prefer to be by themselves. Yeah. And because they thrive that way, and some people would prefer to, as much as they thrive just being by themselves, they want to have someone, So I don't know. It depends on what you choose. Yeah. But to answer the question, I think yes. I think people find soulmates. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't always look romantic. Yeah. I'm sticking to that answer.
I got a random question for you, just because I always see it on TikTok. Would you rather cheat on your boyfriend or snitch on your best friend?
What? That is a rude question.
Which one?
Wait, say it again?
Would you rather cheat on your boyfriend or snitch on one of your really close good friends?
Snitch on one of my good friends.
Really?
I would not want to cheat on my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's true.
That loses trust.
Yeah. Well, they don't say what type of boyfriend, too. What if you've only been dating for like 2 months?
No,
it's still recording, I think. I think you just have to.
No, that doesn't matter. Cheating is cheating, mentally and physically. Right? Yes, if you cheat mentally, what does the crowd say?
You'd be surprised at how many. I think they just say it for the video. They're like, I'd rather cheat. I'd rather cheat.
I think people are.
I feel like they just say that just to sound cool. But I think overall, they really had to. It depends too on. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I just thought it was a fun question to ask.
What about you?
What would I do?
Your girlfriend is single, right?
No, I wouldn't do it now, because we've been together so long. So I wouldn't do it. But if it depends. It depends too. To be honest,
depends. What did you mean?
I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway,
you got sure high. You're over here watching me do these cookies. It depends. If I would cheat on my girlfriend. What? That makes no sense.
Anyway.
Okay.
No, I just thought that was I've literally seen I've been on TikTok a lot this week, and I've seen those videos so much. I'm like, oh, we're talking about soulmates and stuff, so why not?
How do you find your purpose? That's the second question. Wait. how do you find your purpose? And how to stay authentic to yourself while fitting in?
So, one, it all comes together. You're going to stay authentic by staying true to yourself and doing what you actually enjoy. It's all really, it's the same as, I feel like some people, obviously, they find what they want to do and their passion and what they love at a very young age, and they go for it, and, you know, that's what they want to do, regardless of what people say. And like what I mean when I say it all comes together, I mean that if you do stuff that you actually want to do, regardless of what people say, you're staying authentic already, because you're being yourself. You're not doing a certain thing or acting a certain way because of what other people are influencing you to do, you know? So if you're doing that, you're finding your purpose because you're doing what you, I feel like for someone's purpose, it's really what they love and what they enjoy.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that is calling your name.
Yeah.
And you leaning towards that.
Yeah.
Is like, and it's harder. It's harder said.
No,
oh my
it
gosh,
is.
I can't speak. Harder.
It's easier said than done.
Yes. What did I say?
What? But it's one of those things where you know what you need to do. It's the answer is easy, but it's hard to do because obviously we live in a world where social media, there's so many things that influence people, and sometimes it's hard to stay focused and to actually, you know, listen to your inner thoughts. And people get influenced, you know, they're like, oh, don't, you know, the outside people are like, oh, don't do that, you're not going to thrive in it. And for some people, they listen and they're like, oh, they're right, and then they go do something else and they realize that they come back to the same thing, like, you know what, I just have to do whatever it is that they enjoy. So I feel like it all comes together. I feel like if you in life just kind of find what you like, what you don't like, put it all together, and you're going to find like a certain pathway or a certain thing that really attracts your attention. And if you enjoy it, you're going to thrive in it. You're going to do great in it. You're going to stay authentic because you're doing what you want to do, and you're going to fit in because you're going to attract the same type of people that enjoy doing whatever it is that you're doing. So you're going to find your crowd as you go on. You may lose the crowd that you're in right now because they're not wanting to do the same thing, but that's okay. But you'll eventually find that crowd that has the same goals and the same mindset and enjoy doing the same thing. And that's what I mean when I says it all comes together.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I also think, just like back to that soulmate question, I feel like it's not, you don't just have one purpose. Like, there's not just one thing in life that you do and it kind of sticks with you forever. Like, it might be like something that you really love for one season of your life, and then, you know, you move on to the next thing.
But
and
it's
really
like a building block. Yeah,
it is. And I
is.
feel like really the short answer is just to live your life. Like, do things that you enjoy doing, get out there, do things, and surround yourself with people that, you know, that help you with all of that, so that way you can lean more towards it. I feel like I can't speak tonight.
Yeah, and another thing is, too, sometimes you have to do the things that you don't want to do to get to the things that you want to do, if that makes sense.
Give us an example.
So,
oh my God, I really love these cookies.
For example, like for someone that's in school and they need a budget, they need money, they need certain things. Sometimes you have to, you know, grind at a certain point of your life and to get to something that you do, you know, it's going to build character. For example, a lot of students in college, they serve throughout their time, and I'm sure that they don't want to do that. No one wants to serve, you know, for double shifts or nights every weeknight or every weekend. No one wants to do that, but it's one of those things that you have to do to get to where you want to get. So it's not always like a pretty journey either to find your purpose. Sometimes you have to, you know. And
sometimes I also feel like you get so influenced growing up to do something, and you think whenever you get older that's what you want to do because you kind of told yourself that. Yeah. And then you do it and you're thriving in it, but you're not happy.
Yeah.
And so eventually you realize that. And some people realize it when they're 40, 50. Some people realize it when they're in their 20s. Like, I think it looks different for everyone. Mm-hmm. And so I think whenever it does hit you, you should lean towards it, because that's your authentic self, and that's you actually leaning towards your purpose.
Yeah, that was a good question.
That was a good question.
Yeah, but it all comes together. Like I said, the answer is easy. It's one of those things where it's like the answer is easy. You know what it is. You know what you need to do, but it's hard to do sometimes.
And it's scary.
Yeah, because no one likes to feel uncomfortable. And that's another thing, too. It's like you have to really make yourself uncomfortable because you're jumping outside your own box and comfort zone and, you know. But it'll do you good in the long run. I mean, I'm 26 now, and I'm just now figuring out what I really love to do, you know?
What do you like to do?
I'll talk about it later, not now, but yeah. So, I mean, everybody has their own...
Can I be a professional cookie eater?
That's a thing.
Shut up.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
Be a food critic. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a movie critic. Yeah, and just go watch movies and write reviews.
Have you always loved movies?
I think I've always loved just going to the theater. Just kind of like the feeling. Just
what movie did you watch this weekend?
Top Gun 2. Best movie I've seen all year.
Tell us about it. 10
out of 10. What do you want to know? It's very emotional. I mean, the directing is amazing. The shots are amazing. The action is amazing. It's a very heartwarming story. You don't really need to watch the first one to watch the second one. You just need to know a couple of key things. But if you're free, go watch it. I was either going to watch Doctor Strange or that one, and I saw that Rotten Tomatoes rated Top Gun 2 at 96%. Anytime Rotten Tomatoes gives a movie above 80, it's usually pretty dang good. So we went to go watch that, and man, it was a dang good movie. I would watch it a second time, and I rarely watch a movie in the theater 2 times.
I'm gonna have to go to the movie theater.
Yeah, find yourself a nice date, get some popcorn.
Well, it's gonna be a while.
But no, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, but...
What's your Elliism for this week?
It's not my segment. That's your segment. So what's your Elliism? Don't put that on me.
I came up with it last time.
It's your segment. It's called Elliism,
Fine.
not Austinism.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I kind of like that one.
We'll do it next week.
Next time we record?
Yeah, Elliism.
Okay.
Keep it on topic. Keep it what we're...
Keeping it, yeah. So the Elliism for this week...
What did you talk about during your class on Sunday?
Being limitless.
Exactly. There you go.
I was listening to a podcast, and it kind of honestly triggered it because I was listening to a podcast, and it was basically saying that as humans, we tend to instantly say, like, be realistic with yourself, like whenever you're chasing a dream or you're wanting to do something, but you are being realistic and you think of, well, I can't financially do that, or people like me wouldn't do that, or you've never seen things like that. But there's a story of this one runner. I forgot what year it was, but they basically said it was impossible to run a mile under, I think it was like 5 minutes or something like that. And
possible for me.
Or 4 minutes, something along those lines. Yeah. And basically he did it. Or people would tell him, like, that's impossible, you can't do that. And so nobody ever actually tried. And there was this one runner that did, and he did it. And then after that, so many other people did it as well. So it's basically like what you feed your mind. So if you're telling yourself, like, be realistic with yourself, like, you can't do that, or it just, putting these limitations on yourself, obviously you're not going to do it because you're telling yourself that, and you're not going to try to achieve for it. And so the limitless mindset is basically like just doing it anyway, and just not putting yourself those boundaries or those constraints, So
yeah,
maybe this week you're limitless.
Whatever you've been thinking about doing, or
chase that
second
dream.
guessing, just do it this week. Just wake up and just do it. Wake up and don't second
Obviously,
guess it.
Yeah, and you have to do things to get there.
If you're not in a position, though, don't force it, because sometimes you have to...
What do you mean?
Like, sometimes if you can't afford something right now, you probably have to save up.
Well, you have to take a step to do
I'm saying,
it.
at least take... that's what I mean. Like, you may not be able to get to it right away. For example, someone that's like, you know what, I want to go back to school. They don't have the money. They're not going to be able to go back to school next semester. Sometimes you have to say it. What I'm saying is take a step towards whatever it is that you want to do. Take the first step, and there's multiple steps to everything. But I mean, if you're in the position to do it,
but if you're not taking those actions, you can't expect.
Happen, yeah. But if you're in a position to do it and you're not doing it, man, dude, just
1% better.
Yeah, I saw a thing the other day, and it was like, if someone gave you, there's a certain amount of seconds in a day, but they used it in the example in money terms. They were like, if you have like 86,000 blah 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 dollars that go into your account every day, you would try to spend every single dollar each day because you know you're going to get another one the next day. Like you're going to try to spend every single dollar because you know you want to get the most out of it, you know. And then it was like, well, there's 86,000 blah 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 seconds in a day. Why aren't you making the most out of that, you know? And it's true.
It's true.
I think a lot of times we push things off and we don't really, you know, make the most out of the day, or we kind of just, and I'm guilty of it too, don't get me wrong. There's days where I'm like, man, I really didn't get much done today, you know?
Yeah.
And that's fine too, because you need your days where you need to kind of reset and relax. But I think everyone should strive to really try to make the most out of each day. As cliche as it sounds, really just wake up and, you know, work towards whatever it is you want to work towards and just try to make the most out of each day, you know?
Yeah, being intentional. Yeah. Not just living through it, because then you look back like 10 years.
It makes life more fun too, you know? So,
God. I'm having a blast. Yeehaw! But that is it for, is this episode 5? This is episode 5, huh?
I think it's episode 4.
4? No, you're crazy.
What season is it? 4?
Last time you got this wrong.
What season is it?
Oh my God, Austin.
Season 3, episode. This is episode. It's because we don't record a lot anymore.
This is episode 5. I was right. You gotta study your episodes, fam.
I know, kind of slacking.
Thank you guys for joining us. It was a late podcast tonight.
It's been 30 minutes already.
10 p.m.
Wow.
10 p.m. on a work night.
30 minutes flies by so fast.
You guys, thanks for joining us. And leave us what you want us to try next time.
And get more questions too. Those were good questions.
Those were good questions.
I feel like they kind of they
meshed well together.
They meshed well together.
Yeah.
They weren't like too different.
From 2 completely different people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. See you next time.
Peace.